Welcome back, everybody, and happy holidays. Hopefully, everyone's having a Merry Christmas or some happy holidays. It is Christmas as I'm uploading this, and this is pretty much going to be my ranked video or my worst to best on all of the LEGO Creator Winter Village annual sets that LEGO releases. Pretty much these started back in 2009 all the way up until 2019 right now, so there are 11 of them. And yeah, let's pretty much get into it, guys. I don't have every last one of these. I do have a couple of these. So I do have some honest opinions on some, and other than that, some of these are just kind of my visual opinions. So let's knock into it, guys. The worst one I feel, which is number 11, would have to be from 2015, and it's set number 10249, the Winter Toy Shop. Pretty much my main complaint with this, though, is this is a complete, pretty much re-release and recopy of the original 2009 one, and in my eyes, I think that's just kind of lazy, and I don't think it was needed. I think if someone really wanted to complete their Winter Village set of having every single one, they'll go out of their way and put the extra 40, 50 bucks out on eBay to get it. I get maybe some people weren't into it in 2009, and there's a lot of new fans, but I don't really think a complete re-release with only adding a couple more parts and upping the price by $25 was really needed, in 2015. So that's why I feel like that's the worst one that LEGO has created. Moving on to number 10, has to be from 2011, and that is the 10222, the Winter Village Post Office. And I don't know about you, but when I'm thinking about the Christmas spirit, I don't really think of post offices. I know they play a very large part, in, I know, movies, classic movies, and just kind of in classic kind of, Christmas and holiday, spirit of, having to send packages and, stuff like that. But I feel like in a Lego set, it didn't really translate well. I feel like it was something that, especially that early on in the Winter Village line, I feel like was probably something that most people passed on. I never got this one in particular, but, in just my honest opinion, I feel like it just is not the most appealing out of them all. So I got to give that one the next one on the list, number 10. Number 9, it has to be 2014. And that's pretty much the 10245, the Santa's Workshop. You guys might be thinking to yourself, how is Santa's Workshop not higher up on the list? And another one with this is I just feel like it's a good set, but it looks even like just a little weird in my opinion. I'm not sure. Just something about it. Like, I just feel like it doesn't really translate well. The minifigures are great. Price per piece is there like with all of these sets, but I don't know what it is about the image. And again, I don't have this one in hand per se, so I guess I don't know fully, but I just think this set almost looks kind of ugly. I just feel like the concept's there, the minifigures are great, but the actual build itself, the sleigh and the actual workshop is just kind of ugly in my opinion. If you guys have this set in person, definitely leave your thoughts down below on that and comment, if I'm right or wrong on that. But that's number 9. Moving on to number 8, has to be from 2017, and that is the 10259, the Winter Village Station. This one I put a little bit higher up on the list, but not too high for the fact of it is a necessity for kind of another holiday set on this list. But as a standalone $80 set, I think a Winter Village Station is definitely subpar with some of these other ones. I don't really think a lot of people really wanted this or asked for it. Again, it does tie into actually the next one on the list, so I guess we'll move on to that one. So moving on to the next one, guys, which is number 7, has to be the 10263, the Winter Village Fire Station. And this one, I feel like it's pretty cool. I feel like it's decent. Another one of those that, fits in the holiday spirit, if you really think about it, but, it's not 100%, holiday, I think. It has some cool scenes. I like how they do, little side builds like how they used to. I think the building actually looks pretty cool. I think the build's great. The figures are halfway decent, and you get a lot of pieces for your money. It's like almost 1,200 pieces for $100, and, of course, that's always appreciated. So I got to give that one, the next one on the list, but it's not the all-time greatest. But let's move on. Number 6, guys, has to be from 2016. And then this is the winter holiday train. This is what I was talking about, how it pretty much ties into the one the year after, the Winter Village Station. And this one being $100 for the Winter Village train or Winter Holiday train. I feel like this one's a little overpriced, and you get a decent amount of track with it, enough to go in a full circle, but I feel like they could have gave you maybe a little bit more with that. And in general, the build's decent. I wish the price per piece was a little better, but you're getting a lot of track with it, so that pretty much makes up for it. So I think 2016 deserves number 6 very well. Moving on to the top 5 on the list, guys. Number 5 has to be 2013. and that one is the Winter Village Market set number 10235. I really do think they did a good job with this set. I think this is definitely one that, you know, fits really well in the center of like your little, you know, town, your little Winter Village town that you created. $100 for about 1,261 pieces. Pretty good price per piece right there. You get a lot of different builds, a lot of different stuff you can do with all this, you know, with this entire set. And I feel like it was really cool, you know, a really good set. I feel like this one really, you know, translate well into a nice winter set that really gets you in the vibe. I feel like this one really does get you in the Christmas spirit or the holiday spirit, you know, when you do look at this set. So that is number 5, guys. Moving on to number 4, has to be 2010. I do have this set in particular. I do have this one built in my collection. Classic set right here, 687 pieces for $54.99. This is set number 10216, the Winter Village Bakery. I feel like this really is just kind of a good representation of just the classic Winter Village, you know, stuff that LEGO used to do. You know, the bakery, you got some nice builds, very excellent minifigures, and very awesome builds. You know, very good price per piece. You know, back when these were only about $55, not $100. I mean, I get the newer ones, you know, inflation and, you know, more pieces. But, you know, back when they were about $50-$60, you know, a nice price to really kind of, you know, get every year and kind of, you know, increase your Winter Village, you know, scenery. So that's why 2010 is on the number 4 spot. Number 3 has to go to 2012. And that being the Winter Village Cottage, set number 10229. I got to give this one very high on the list because, again, I feel like it really translates well. You know, it's something that very is, you know, holiday-ish and Christmas-ish. You get 1,500 pieces for $100. A lot of good builds in here, a lot of good minifigures. And I think this one is almost like the ultimate, you know, Winter Village set. It's not the all-time greatest, but it is definitely up there, and that's why it's got to be number 3 on my list for all those things I just listed. So let's move on to the next one, guys. It has to be from 2019, so the latest one. And if you guys are keeping up with all that, you guys would know it is the Gingerbread House. And in my honest opinion, I think it is definitely a different turn from what LEGO has been doing. You know, it's not definitely the classic, you know, Winter Village set, you know, or scenery for like a town. But for what it's worth, the Gingerbread House for $100, and again, about 1,500 pieces as well. I feel like really is a cool and unique LEGO set. This is one I wish I picked up, or, you know, or I might still pick it up, who knows. But this one definitely, after seeing reviews and everything, definitely is well worth your $100 if you guys, you know, want to get it for your holiday, you know, spirit. You know, if you want to get, you know, set it up around the house instead of building a, you know, a real gingerbread house, build a LEGO one. I think that would definitely be pretty cool. I wish I could convince my mom to do that for me and not make, you know, a real one, make a LEGO one, you know, have her buy me the LEGO one. But probably not going to happen there, but I wish it did, because that's, you know, this is number 2 on the list. And I really do think it's a good, nice set, guys. I think a lot of you can agree with me on this. So there's that. Moving on to the number 1, in my opinion. I do have this set in hand as well. Way back in the day, it is the 2009 Winter Village Toy Shop, set number 10199. This was $60, 815 pieces. I feel like this is the just prime Winter Village set. You get incredible builds, incredible minifigures, $60, very good price per piece, and just kind of the good representation of just a classic Winter Village set that I feel like everyone should get if they're trying to start a Winter Village. That's something that my dad and I have wanted to do for a long time, but I only have 3 of these, you know, out of the 11 on the list. But hopefully that changes. Hopefully I get a couple more, and hopefully from years on to come, you know, LEGO keeps making these, and they keep, you know, hopefully they kind of get back to their roots and you'll get a little bit better. I know Gingerbread House was number 2 on my list, but it definitely took a different turn for the year, but it was kind of beneficial in the end. But hopefully the next couple of years they kind of go back to their roots, and I think a lot of people would be happy with that. So again, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts down below my list. Would you guys change it? Would you guys not? Let me know. Be sure to have a happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas. Be safe. I hope you guys enjoyed the day. And thank you guys all for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye. To save 5% off on your next LEGO purchase, be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital L-I-F-E BRICK at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. It'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old LEGO minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBRICK on your next order for 5% off.